Philadelphia, Washington. We're playing Evergreen today. It's par 57, 5,597 feet. We're playing a little conservative today because I don't have a spotter and I don't want to be going hard and looking for my disc all day because it does get lost in there. It's pretty wooded and it's pretty technical. So here we are at hole 1, and it's a par 3 and it's 225 feet, and let's get it cracking with the entropy. And that should be safe, and it should give me a pretty long putt, maybe a 20-foot putt, 30, maybe, probably a 30-foot putt, I'm guessing. So let's get over there. And looks like it's a little closer than I thought. I was thinking I was right up in here, but you kind of lose sight of the shot after you pass that hill. A little putt with the pixel. Okay, here we go. Hole 2, 288 feet. After this hill, there's another hill, and that's where the basket is, and the basket is planted on the decline. So what you want to do is barely clear this hill just to get up on the next hill for a birdie. Unless you don't get to the hill, then you want to be shy of the hill, and shy of the hill will put you for a par because you want to kind of lay up at that point. Okay, here we go. I usually throw a crave on this one, but we'll throw a trail. I'm going to be shy of the hill. It's not going to really be where I want, but we'll see over there. Land it right in the swamp where I didn't want to be. But yeah, shoes are soaked. But let's see if we can lay it up and get out of here with the par. That should give me a pretty decent putt. Probably about 10 feet. A little tap in. Go ahead and leave the bag on for this one. All right, hole 3, 208 feet. It's probably my favorite par 3 on this course because it goes from the outside to the inside. It kind of complements hole 2, which goes from the inside to the outside. So it's kind of cool. So I'm throwing an entropy on this one. Let's see if we can get a birdie. And that should be parked right under the basket. Cool. Let's go see. Kind of want to give you a eyes view of this one. It's a really cool hole. You got all these guardian trees here for this basket. It's really nice, actually. I really like this one a lot. This one's a little tricky sometimes. I guess I wasn't parked right under the basket, but it's a nice little 10-footer. Almost missed that one. I'm pressing my luck with these. We got hole 4, 303 feet. This is kind of one of the unique holes on this course. It has 2 fairways. It has one to the left and one to the right. And you can probably guess that the one to the left is for forehand and the one to the right is for backhand. And I usually throw a crave in there low and let it skip in. But, you know, I've been throwing this reactor and I kind of like it. But yeah, let's see if I can get it in there and let it glide to the left. You want something to glide to the left and skip. You don't want it to dump to the left. If you're dump to the left, their second shot's not going to really be, you're not going to like it. All right, let's see what we can do here. little further over to the right than I'd like, but what I was trying to do is get to skip in and get to the basket over here, but went to the right. So let's see if we can get out of this mess. Any second shot from over here on the left is kind of sucks, but because this has a low ceiling here and it has logs on the ground, so you need something to punch in and have some glide. So the NV is kind of perfect for this. Let's see if we can punch this NV in for us. And that should be good. Ugh. Go ahead and put this one in with the reactor. Hole 5, 308 feet. It's par 3, and it's a little dog leg to the right. Actually, it's more than a dog leg. It's kind of like a dump to the right. But you split the trees, go to the right, and there's a basket. I usually try to throw anhyzer here, split the trees, dump in, and make for a long putt. I don't usually birdie this one. I usually come off of this one with a par or even a bogey. So, but when I was throwing forehands, I would be able to punch in and dump, but I can't do that now. Ever since I started practicing my backhand, my forehand has kind of went downhill. So let's see if we can punch this in and get to the basket. Not really where I want it to be, but let's see if we can go make the best of it. I really don't like this spot. Either I can hyzer around there and thread the needle, actually a couple needles, or I can thread one needle and try to anhyzer around and get it to park itself under the basket there. Actually, let me mark this so I can get a little closer on this one. And let's see what we can squeak out here. Try to get a par, but it looks bogey-ish. Oh, oh. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that was dope. Best shot of the day, probably. I don't know. I get a little excited for things like that. Let's go over there and see if we can tap this in. It looked better in the air, but still not too bad. 25, probably 25 footer. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Damn. Take off the bag because this is kind of a, I wouldn't say a tester putt, but it's one I don't want to miss. Whew. Yes. Yes, boy. That was a kind of a nervous putt there. It was not that long. Ooh, I really like parring this one. This might not be a challenge hole to a lot of people, but it's one of my favorites to beat because not often do I beat this one. I bogey this one a lot more than I'd like to say. But yes. All right, here we got hole 6, 235 feet. Curves to the left. Curves to the left kind of hard. All you have to really do is get your NV, hyzer it in there, park it in the basket, and move on to hole 7. So yeah, it's a pretty easy, simple. It's a pretty simple birdie on this one. So yeah, let's hyzer it in there and get that birdie, y'all. Yeah, I guess I need a little bit more hyzer on my hyzer. I let it float in there and it just died out right here. So, yeah. So let me do a little step putt. I'm not gonna even mark it because, well, yeah, let me mark it. I don't want to be tripping over my desk and embarrassing myself on the internet. All right. Step putts aren't really my thing, but let's see if we can get one here for you guys. Step putts still aren't my thing. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. And here we are to hole 7. The hole that I wish I had a spotter on. 475 feet. After these trees up here, it curves to the right, and then S curves to the left, and then kind of curves to the right again, and then goes straight. Man, this hole is a pain in my side, but it's fun. It's fun when you actually get the line that you want on this hole. But if you don't get the line, it really makes for a bad day. Let's see if we can get some positivity here. I don't know. Let's see what we got up there. Let's see what we got up there. If it cleared over that stump and kind of got into the fairway, we have a shot, second shot. If not, it's going to be a bogey hole. And that's just the way this hole goes. There's not many lucky shots on this one. There's either you got this hole or you don't. And anybody that's played here will tell you the same thing. Good thing I put some juice on this thing. I didn't get to the fairway, but I can see the fairway from here. So let me actually go look up here and see what we're working with. Okay. So it made out to be kind of a shortcut. I have to really do something here though. Get something going on this one. I don't think I've ever been at this spot. Let's see. It's not really what I want, but we'll take it. All right, if I had gotten a little more on that crave, I think it would have been better. But at least we got a look at birdie. I hate saying this on this hole because it'll jinx you big time. Well, that's at least for me. So let's see. Lying on the base of this tree here, this shot is just, it's blocked by everything. I don't know. I could get on my knee and try to skip it in there, but there's so much danger there. Let's see. There's so much danger here. No, I don't like it. I could forehand. I never throw forehand, but let's see.
Sorry, Smokey, you were over the line. That's a foul.
That's why I don't throw forehand. I had the opportunity in this hole for something nice, but it didn't work out for me. So let's see if we could get something here. Yep. All right, here we go. Par 3 here, hole 8, 309 feet. Dog leg to the left, and it's kind of a true dog leg. It gradually turns to the left. I'm gonna throw a trail on a slight anhyzer and see if we can float it in there for another shot. Hit a tree, but we should have a second shot over there. Yeah, that tree limb robbed us of some good yardage here. It was set to be a good second shot, but let's see if we can get this one close with proxy. Good. Let's go get that par. Tapping. There you go, player 2. Now you're getting it. All right, here we're at hole 9, 292 feet, and another par 3. Get something in there overstable and put it in deep past those trees, make it dump to the left, and there you go. And that's the secret of this hole. But you gotta get something straight. You gotta get it straight. All right, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. This is another hole where a spotter is beneficial. And oh, that would have been so perfect. That tree. Talk about guardian trees. This hole is very fortified. See if we can get around this stuff. Anhyzer, the proxy. Not parked, but good enough.